Welcome back to Always Audrey. Tonight you're going to get some major cleaning motivation as I take this space from a disaster to a nice and cozy place. So sit back and relax as we go through my nighttime cleaning routine. The first thing I like to do is take stock of our laundry situation. When we need it, I'll put in a load in the wash as I clean the rest of the house. That way it's ready when I'm done cleaning for me to fold it. So one thing that I always like to do is add a little borax to my washes. So I like to keep a container. I like it to be clear so I can see how much and refill as necessary. But what I also like to do is keep a little scoop just in there ready to go. And if it's a smaller load, I can put less, but I just go ahead and refill that. It's not abrasive, it's a good laundry booster, and it really helps to fight stains. OxyClean is also good, but I really like borax, so that's what I'm gonna be using. The next thing I like to do is prep the restroom so that it's ready to go and I can clean it once I'm done with the other rooms, no excuses. So I like to take everything off of the floor, shake out the bath mat, and leave it ready to go. The next thing I like to do is always make sure to give product a chance to work. I'm using the Clorox toilet bowl cleaner and I put that in the bowl and then also use a little bit on the sink, and I like to put that in now before I clean the restroom to really give the product a chance to work. Onto the kitchen. I always like to start off with this room because it's the first thing you see when you walk in the house, and I feel like when the kitchen is picked up, everything else looks picked up as well. So first I just tidy everything up and then I'm gonna move on to the sink. I like to do bottles first and then I'll move on to the rest of the dishes. That way none of the debris from the dishes falls onto the bottles. I just feel like it's a little bit cleaner that way, and that's how I like to do it. And you keep it that way. How I know you, I could cry or shout, you will listen either way. And I told you about the full breakdowns that are only meant to talk about. I even told you about the sacred grounds where I go when I need to shout. There is more to you than words can say. You're the roof when I'm wet from rain. You know the core in every bit of pain. So I wanted to say that you'll see me rise. You've seen me crash and burn and fall overboard, and you'll be seeing me rise. You've given me more than I could ever afford. Swear you will see me rise. I will love you, I will have your back as you always have mine. You guys, patience is not my superpower, and I was trying to rush through it and totally cut my finger while I was washing the dishes. So it ended up taking more time. Not worth it. Anyway, I took care of that and then moved on to the rest of the kitchen. Okay,
Hey guys, so now I'm going to be using the Method Daily Granite Cleaner. Make sure to always read the instructions. It's just important to see. For example, this one, it says to spray on soft cloth and then wipe in circular motion and buff dry. So I had actually been spraying it directly onto my granite and then realized I should actually be spraying it directly onto my microfiber cloth or paper towel. So always important to read instructions. Huge, good tip. Every cleaner is different, so don't treat them all the same. Anyway, Method Daily Granite Cleaner is what I'll be using today. I know it looks like an infomercial for Method, but seriously guys, it's just one of my favorite brands right now. I absolutely love it. So let's go ahead and clean it. That is messy. So now I'm going to quickly just dust off our Keurig, and I don't do a deep clean every night. I just like to dust it off, especially if I've left the window open. So let's go ahead and do that now. Next, I'm going to clean my sink, and I like to use a little bit of baking soda and dish soap, and I just scrub down the sink, and the baking soda really helps to take off any extra dirt or grime left over from washing the dishes, and it really helps to get off any extra little gunk. I really like it. It smells much better afterwards too, and it's a nice, safe product to use. No one knows about, and you keep it that way. You'll see me use bleach, but if that's something you don't like to use in your house, you don't need to. After the baking soda and soap, that should be sufficient. Just make sure to rinse it down and give it ample time to dry. Also make sure your sponge dries so that no extra bacteria grows on it. So after I've washed my sink and the surrounding areas, I always like to spray it with a little Clorox bleach. And the reason, or cleaner and bleach, the reason I do that is just in case there's any leftover bacteria. Even though I've used soap, I just like to leave that and let it clean. And it's overnight. Lucy's in her room, so I don't worry about the fumes or anything like that. I just know that it's getting disinfected. It'll be ready for it. So now that my counters are clean, my sink is clean and getting disinfected, I like to move on to the stovetop. Today we didn't cook as many meals. We did eat out for some of them, so it's not super dirty, but I always like to give it a little cleaning just so it's ready for the next day. And I'm going to be using the Method Heavy Duty Degreaser. This stuff is amazing. It works so well, and I really like that it's a naturally derived cleaner, so it's not super abrasive again, and it smells really yummy. It's the lemongrass and citronelle smell. So I'm going to be using that all over the stovetop. If I needed to, I could use it on the hood, but tonight we're not going to do that. I just did a deep clean, so I know that it doesn't need it. So first I'll be moving everything out of the way and then going ahead and cleaning.
You've seen me crash and burn and fall overboard, and you'll be seeing me rise. You've given me more than I could ever afford. Swear you'll see me rise.
My sister-in-law brought back this candle from her recent trip to Texas. It's from Magnolia Farms, and I love it. It smells amazing, and I like to light it before I keep cleaning. That way the whole home gets a chance to smell nice, warm, and cozy as I keep going.
You will see me rise. I've said it many times, I know I would change my ways, I know for sure.
My husband Caleb and I both love to vacuum. I know we are so silly, but for our anniversary this year, we splurged and bought ourselves this Dyson stick vacuum, and we do not regret it one bit. I absolutely love it and use it pretty much every single day. Love it.
Come sit here with me by the fire and let it go for a little while. So be here as the night starts falling. Let my fingers walk over you.
After each meal, I clean Lucy's chair, but at the end of the night, I really like to do a more thorough job, and I go in with the Clorox wipes and just wipe down anything I've missed. Also, this is after dinner time and after she's gone to bed, so there are still some crumbs from dinner time, and I just like to get that all up, plus any dust that might have gathered as the day went on.
When I was young, I thought control would lead me to an ending road, and heavy metal seemed to be the only thing.
Are you guys feeling motivated yet? We still have plenty to go, so hang in there as we continue to clean. If you're motivated and want to grab a load of laundry or anything, please by all means do. You got this.
Still remember parts of it, and the yellow glorious will it. Won't you be my guide and let me follow? Can I hold your hand for old time's sake? And all this time you waited for me. Little did we know, I guess it's fate. Now all is in our hands. All is in our hands.
If you have any little ones at home, I highly recommend this foam furniture. Yes, it's bulky, and yes, it takes up room in your house, but it's really helped Lucy with her gross motor skills. I'll link it down below in case you're interested in purchasing it for yourself.
Just watch the corn grow in the field.
Yikes! These frames are so crooked, but I have to switch them anyway, so I didn't change them. Usually the pineapples are in the center, and these are one of my favorite items in the house. We took these pictures while we were in Kauai on our honeymoon, and I absolutely love it. It reminds me of our time there and just makes me feel so cozy.
When you smile at me, I slowly begin to realize that you are the one. I will sneak a note in your pocket, and I'll leave with your smile in my mind. Wherever we will end up, I will love it. 'Cause you're mine, 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 mine. And you know I'll walk a million miles for you. You said summer will be over soon.
After dry dusting, I'm just gonna go in with my Method multi-purpose or all-purpose natural derived surface cleaner, and I just spray a little bit on my cloth. I'm using a microfiber cloth, and then I go ahead and wipe down most of the surfaces.
Without you, I'm a lonely tree, cold, naked, lost in faith. And what's an island without a sea? For you, I'll hold away. But I will sneak a note in your pocket, and I'll leave with your smile in my mind. Wherever we will end up, I will love it. 'Cause you're mine, mine,
After I dust the doors, I like to go in with the Clorox wipes, and that just helps to disinfect the surfaces. The dusting helps to clean them, but this really helps to take away any bacteria or germs that might be lingering around.
Mopping, and I'm going to use the Bona floor cleaner and Bona mop with
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your head on my chest. I know you've had a really bad day. But I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blues.
At this point, it's later on in the night, I'm tired, and here's where it really comes in handy to have prepped the restroom, because even though I feel like giving up, I already have it prepped. I can be in and out, know that the restroom is clean and ready to go.
Don't let go. I understand. I know it hurts. It wasn't fair. It's over now, so don't despair. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
I recently cleaned out Lucy's closet and gathered a ton of things that I need to list on Poshmark. So that's what's in that bag. And then all this other stuff is laundry that I needed to fold and hang up before the night was over. So heavy.
The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
Here's a Polaroid from our wedding day of me getting ready. I like to keep small mementos like this around our bedroom to remind us of our wedding day. I'm not super sentimental, but I like keeping little things like this as sweet reminders.
Some rest. I'm by your side. Lay your chest. I know you've had a really bad day, but I'm right here, it's gonna be okay. The world could fall down, it's gonna be okay. The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay. Calm your soul, hold my hand, don't let go. I understand.
Almost the end of the night, and we are almost done with the cleaning. Now it's just time to do the floors and add finishing touches. I love to light candles, you'll see those in the background, and that's just to get the room to smell really nice. After you've cleaned, it's just so good to make the room feel fresh, especially right before bed. It puts you in the mood to rest and relax.
The sun could go out, we're gonna be okay. If all the blue skies fade to gray, we're gonna be okay.
So that is it for today's video. I hope you got a ton of cleaning motivation. If you liked it, please make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.